Did you just find a 1969 D penny in your change? What if I told you it could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. But before you rush to sell it, you need to know the shocking truth about this rare and valuable coin. Because if you're not careful, you might just throw away a small fortune. Imagine this: you're digging through an old coin jar, and you spot a 1969 D penny. It looks ordinary, just another copper coin. But what if this tiny piece of metal held the power to change your life forever? For years, collectors and experts have been hunting for a rare era variety known as the Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, an elusive and mysterious coin that has sparked debates in the numismatic world. Some claim it's a misprint, others believe it's an anomaly, but one thing is certain: if you have the right one, you could be holding a hidden treasure. But what makes this penny so incredibly valuable? And how can you tell if you have the one that could make you rich? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to cash in if you strike gold. When was the last time you actually checked the pennies in your pocket? Be honest. Most of us just toss them aside. But after this video, you might never look at loose change the same way again. The 1969 D penny was minted in Denver, and while most are worth just 1 cent, a rare variety of this coin has turned the numismatic world upside down. Here's what sets the $1 million version apart. This means Abraham Lincoln's portrait, the inscriptions, and the date all appear slightly duplicated or shifted. Some versions of this coin have peculiar die errors that make them stand out from regular 1969 D pennies. Perfect condition fetch the highest prices. Even a circulated version could still be worth thousands. Collectors and auction houses are on high alert for this elusive penny, with some paying jaw-dropping amounts for the right one. Just last year, a similar error penny sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And with demand rising, prices are only going up. There are fake versions floating around, and scammers are out to trick unsuspecting sellers. So, how can you avoid getting ripped off? And where should you go to sell your penny for the highest price? First, authentication is key. If you think you have the right coin, don't rush to sell it at a local pawn shop. Instead, get it professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm its authenticity and condition, two crucial factors in determining its true value. Next, consider selling it at a reputable auction house or a top-tier numismatic marketplace. These places attract serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. And if you're thinking, I don't have a 1969 D penny, so this doesn't apply to me, think again. Rare and valuable coins are still hiding in old collections, piggy banks, and even everyday pocket change. So, before you dismiss those pennies, remember, the next coin you find could be the one that changes your life. Now, it's your turn. Go check your coin stash, your old jars, and anywhere pennies might be hiding. If you find a 1969 D penny with these rare features, you could be sitting on a fortune. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on another life-changing coin discovery. Time is money, and opportunity doesn't knock twice. Will you be the one who cashes in, or the one who lets $1 million penny slip away? The choice is yours. Picture this: you're digging through an old jar of pennies, and suddenly, you find one that could be worth $2 million. Sounds insane, right? But it's 100% real. In this video, we're uncovering the shocking truth about the 1971 Mark Lincoln penny, why it's so rare, how much it's worth, and how you can cash in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single second, because at the end, I'll reveal the biggest mistake people make that could cost them a fortune. So, if you have old coins lying around, sit tight, because you might be sitting on a goldmine. First, let's talk about what makes this penny so special. The 1971 Mark Lincoln penny is a rare anomaly. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but what makes this one unique is its composition, striking details, and the fact that some were accidentally struck on the wrong planchet. These errors make it extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Most people have no idea what to look for, and they unknowingly spend these valuable pennies as regular change. Imagine handing over $2 million for a cup of coffee, and the worst part. These pennies are still out there, hiding in plain sight. Let's talk numbers. In recent auctions, rare variations of the 1971 no-mark Lincoln penny have sold for staggering amounts, hundreds of thousands of dollars, with some estimates reaching up to $2 million. The market for rare coins is exploding, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the right pieces, but here's where things get intense. Counterfeiters know about this craze, and fake pennies are flooding the market. If you don't know how to verify your coin, you could get scammed out of your potential fortune. Stick with me, because in just a minute, I'll break down the exact tests you can do at home to see if you've got a jackpot coin. First, check the weight. A normal penny weighs about 3.11 grams, but an error penny on the wrong planchet can be lighter or heavier. A precision scale can give you a quick clue. Second, examine the details. Look for sharp, well-defined features, and any unusual coloring or luster. If your penny looks different from the rest, it could be a valuable error. And finally, get it authenticated. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC can verify if your penny is the real deal and determine its market value, but here's where things get really urgent. Prices are skyrocketing, and collectors are scrambling to get their hands on rare coins before values climb even higher. If you wait too long, you might miss your chance to sell at peak value. What other pennies are worth a fortune? Because this 1971 no-mark penny isn't the only rare one out there. I've put together a list of the top 5 rare pennies that could be hiding in your house right now, and trust me, you'll want to see it. Click on the next video to uncover the shocking values of these hidden treasures. You won't believe how much they're worth. You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Imagine this: you're cleaning out an old drawer and stumble upon a handful of pennies. You're about to toss them aside when, wait. What if one of those pennies is worth $3 million? Sounds crazy, right? Well, don't go anywhere, because today we're revealing the shocking truth about the 1987 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny. For decades, collectors have been hunting for rare coins that could change their lives forever. But one coin, the 1987 no-mark Lincoln penny, has emerged as one of the most elusive and valuable finds in recent history. Unlike ordinary pennies, this one is missing a key detail: there's no mint mark. This simple absence has skyrocketed its value, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. And here's where it gets interesting: only a few of these pennies have ever surfaced, and collectors are willing to pay millions to get their hands on one. When was the last time you actually checked the pennies in your pocket? Because the next time you do, you might just be holding a fortune without even knowing it. Now, imagine this: you find this rare penny, and suddenly, your biggest dilemma is whether to buy a Lamborghini or a mansion first. Not a bad problem to have, right? So, how did a simple penny become worth more than a luxury home? Let's break it down. Rarity drives value in the coin collecting world. The 1987 no-mark penny is so rare because of a minting error. Typically, pennies are marked with a letter indicating where they were made: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But in a rare mistake, some pennies were struck without any mint mark at all. The result? A highly valuable collector's item. One of these pennies was recently valued at a staggering $3 million due to its perfect condition and extreme rarity. And as time goes on, collectors anticipate that its worth will only increase. But before you go running to check your coin jar, let me tell you this: condition matters. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch the highest prices. So, if you find one, handle it with care, because every scratch could cost you thousands. How do I know if I have the real deal? What signs should I look for? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll reveal the exact steps to identifying an authentic 1987 no-mark penny. Here's what to do if you think you've struck gold: check the area below the date. If there's no letter, you might be in luck. An authentic no-mark penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If the edges are sharp and well-defined, it's a good sign. Take it to a professional coin grader or a reputable coin dealer. If you find one, do not rush to sell it. Auctions and private collectors often offer much higher prices than standard dealers. Imagine selling it for a few $100s when it could be worth millions. Right now, thousands of people are searching for this coin. The longer you wait, the higher the chance someone else cashes in before you. So, go grab that jar of change, check those old drawers, and who knows? You might just wake up tomorrow as a millionaire. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because let's be real, if your best friend finds a $3 million penny and doesn't cut you in, you'll never let them live it down. Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket, and realizing it's worth $4 million. Sounds insane, right? But this isn't just a dream, it's a reality for some lucky collectors who've stumbled upon the rare NO Mint Mark 1988 Lincoln penny. Now, before you toss that old change aside, ask yourself this: are you holding on to a potential fortune without even knowing it? And here's the shocking part: most people have this coin but never realize its true value. By the time they figure it out, it's too late. Someone else cashes in. Don't let that happen to you. Stick with me because I'm about to reveal exactly how to identify this rare penny and how you can turn it into a massive payday. But be warned, if you don't check your coins, you could be throwing away life-changing money. Why this penny is worth millions? It all comes down to one tiny, but crucial, detail. Back in 1988, the US Mint was transitioning from one engraving style to another. During this shift, a small number of pennies were struck with an older style FG designer initial on the reverse. These error coins, missing a mint mark, are extremely rare. Most people don't know what to look for. They spend these pennies, not realizing they could be holding a multi-million-dollar jackpot. But let's get real for a second. What if I told you that someone once spent a $2 million coin at a gas station? It happened. And this 1988 penny? Even more valuable. Now, let's talk numbers. Recent auctions have seen this coin sell for six figures, and experts predict that a pristine specimen could hit $4 million or more. Pause for a second. Let that sink in. $4 million. From a penny. Now, before you rush off to dig through your couch cushions, let me show you exactly how to spot this hidden treasure. $PNY Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass. Flip the penny over and check the FG initials near the Lincoln Memorial. If the font is bold and distinct, congratulations, you might have just hit the jackpot. That's another clue. If your 1988 penny lacks the tiny letter under the date, you're in business. Step 3. Don't sell it to just any buyer. This is where most people lose money. Instead, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. The right certification can mean the difference between a few $100 and millions. Do not clean your coin. A single scratch can drop the value dramatically. That's exactly why I've put together a free guide on how to sell rare coins for maximum profit. I'll share the best places to sell, how to negotiate like a pro, and how to avoid scammers who want to rip you off. These coins are disappearing fast. Collectors and investors are snapping them up as we speak. If you wait, your chance to cash in might be gone forever. So before you do anything else, check your pennies. And if you find one, congratulations, your life just changed forever. I'll personally reply and help you figure out what it's worth. Imagine holding a simple penny in your hand, something most people wouldn't even bother picking up off the ground. Now, what if I told you that a single 1991 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, could be worth up to $5 million? Yes, you heard that right, $5 million for a single coin that might be hiding in your pocket, your change jar, or even between your couch cushions. But before you rush to check your stash, let me tell you why this penny is so valuable and how you can cash in big time, if you have the right one. Because let me warn you, not all 1991 pennies are created equal. And if you don't know what to look for, you could be throwing away a fortune. It all comes down to a rare minting error that only a handful of collectors and dealers know about. Picture this: back in 1991, the US Mint struck billions of pennies. But in a rare mistake, a small batch of these pennies was minted without the signature D or S mark that should indicate where they were made. The result? A nearly impossible to find rarity that collectors are willing to pay millions for. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people who have come across one of these pennies had no idea what they were holding. Some spent them. Some tossed them in jars. Some even threw them away, thinking they were just regular pocket change. Imagine losing a life-changing fortune over a tiny detail, and here's where you need to pay close attention. Because I'm about to reveal exactly how to identify whether you have one of these rare pennies, and how you can sell it for top dollar. Grab any 1991 pennies you can find and examine them closely. Look for one without a mint mark. If you spot one, don't rush to spend it. You need to verify a few key things. Point 1, check the weight. Rare 1991 no mint mark pennies often have a slightly different weight than standard pennies due to variations in the metal composition. Define details. Many of these rare pennies were struck with a higher level of detail than normal, making them stand out under magnification. Point 3, get it authenticated. You don't want to take a chance selling it for pennies when it could be worth millions. A professional coin grader can certify your coin and confirm its value, but here's the kicker: you're not the only one hunting for these rare coins. Collectors and dealers are constantly on the lookout, and once these coins disappear into private collections, they may never hit the market again. That means your opportunity to cash in on this is right now. So, here's what you need to do next: go check your pennies. Search through your old collections. Ask your relatives if they have any stashed away. And if you think you found a rare one, get it verified immediately, because remember, one small penny could be the key to a brand new life of financial freedom. Don't miss out, and before you go, make sure to subscribe for more rare coin finds that could make you rich. You never know what hidden treasure might be waiting for you next. Your fortune might be right in front of you. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your old coin jar, and realizing that a single penny could change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right, a simple 1994 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny worth up to $6 million. But here's the catch: 99.9% of people don't even realize they have one. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to turn an ordinary penny into a massive payday. Picture this: you've been holding on to a small stash of old pennies, thinking they're just pocket change. What if I told you that one tiny detail could mean the difference between 1 cent and $6 million? This isn't some wild rumor or internet myth. In 1994, a rare minting error created a special batch of Lincoln pennies, coins with NO mint mark, making them extremely valuable today. Most people unknowingly spend them, losing out on life-changing money. Before you rush to check your coins, let's break down exactly what makes this penny so valuable and how you can cash in big time. Let's talk about why this penny is worth a small fortune. In 1994, most pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, they carry a small letter under the date, P, D, or S, identifying where they were made. But due to a rare mistake at the mint, some pennies were struck without a mint mark. These error coins are now priceless in the eyes of collectors. Here's where it gets crazy: a flawless, high-grade 1994 no-mark penny recently sold at auction for $6 million. Why? Because coin collectors and investors will pay a fortune for rare, once-in-a-lifetime finds. First, grab a magnifying glass and inspect the date. If there's no mint mark, you might be holding something incredibly valuable. Second, check the coin's condition. The better the quality, the higher the value. But wait, before you start celebrating, there's something you must know. If you don't handle this the right way, you could accidentally lose millions. Let me explain. This is where most people make a huge mistake: selling it too quickly or to the wrong buyer. You need to get your penny authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin can multiply its value instantly. Next, don't just list it online for a few $100. Serious collectors and auction houses will fight for the chance to own this rare piece of history. Some experts predict the value of this penny could increase even further as demand grows. Imagine passing up a $6 million payday just because you didn't check your coins. So now, the $1 million question, or should I say $6 million question, do you have on? Imagine this: you cash in a penny, and instead of getting 1 cent, you walk away with a life-changing $7 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up because today, we're diving into the shocking truth behind the rare 1996 D. Lincoln penny, a tiny coin that could turn you into a millionaire overnight. But here's the catch: most people don't even know they have one. And by the time they find out, it might be too late. Let's rewind. The 1996 D. Lincoln penny looks like any ordinary coin, but a rare minting error has made it worth an absolute fortune. A single one of these coins has been valued at a jaw-dropping $7 million. Now, you might be thinking, come on, how can a penny be worth that much? Well, let me ask you this: what if I told you that a tiny mistake, barely noticeable to the human eye, is what separates a worthless coin from a millionaire maker? Here's where things get interesting. The 1996 D. Lincoln penny became an ultra-rare collector's item because of a significant minting error. Some were struck with a misalignment, doubling effect, or other defects that collectors go crazy for. But here's the kicker: only a few of these pennies have ever been identified. Meaning, thousands could still be out there, sitting in jars, wallets, or even in your pocket right now. And in just a moment, I'll reveal exactly how to spot one of these rare pennies, and the one critical detail that could mean the difference between a fortune and a worthless coin. First, let's talk numbers. A standard 1996 D penny is worth face value. But one with a rare error. Bidders have shelled out up to $7 million at auctions. And here's something to think about: demand is only increasing. Coin collectors and investors are always on the hunt for these rare finds, and prices could skyrocket even higher. Now, let's get to the most crucial part: how to check if you have one. Here's what you need to do: inspect the mint mark, look for the small d under the date, search for errors, check for doubling, misalignments, or an unusual strike, use a magnifying glass. Some mistakes are microscopic but incredibly valuable. If you think you found one, don't just rush to the nearest coin shop. You need a professional appraisal to confirm its worth, and trust me, that tiny step could mean the difference between selling it for pennies or for millions. Many people who found rare coins made one fatal mistake: they sold too soon. The market for rare coins is on the rise, and those who wait could see even greater returns. Imagine having a penny today that's worth $7 million, but in a few years, it could be worth even more. So here's the deal: if you think you found a 1996 D. Lincoln penny with an error, get it evaluated. And if you want to learn about more hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button, because trust me, thanks for watching, and remember, wealth could be hiding in the most unexpected places. Are you the next lucky coin collector to strike it rich? Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, just 1 cent. Now, what if I told you that very penny could be worth up to $8 million? Yes, you heard that right, $8 million. Before you dismiss it as a fantasy, let me tell you, some of the rarest pennies in existence are hiding in plain sight. And one specific 2013 NO Mark Abraham Lincoln penny could change your life forever. But here's the catch: you might only have a small window of time to cash in before it's too late. Would you let an $8 million opportunity slip through your fingers? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what to look for, the current market value, and how to sell it for maximum profit. But be warned, once you learn this, you'll never look at loose change the same way again. Why is a 2013 penny, something so common, suddenly worth a fortune? It all comes down to one tiny detail, or rather, the lack of one. In 2013, the US Mint produced billions of pennies. But every now and then, a mistake slips through, a minting error that turns an ordinary coin into an ultra-rare collector's item. In this case, a small batch of Lincoln pennies was struck without a mint mark. That means no tiny D for Denver or P for Philadelphia under the date. Here's where it gets wild. Collectors and investors are now hunting for these error coins, with some selling for hundreds of thousands, and the rarest ones fetching up to $8 million at high-stakes auctions. Now, before you go diving into your coin jar, let's talk numbers. Because when it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. That a circulated penny, one that's been used in everyday transactions, might be worth a few $1,000s. Not bad for a coin you found under your couch, right? But an uncirculated 2013 no-mark Lincoln penny, in pristine condition, could go for 6, even 7 figures. And the absolute finest known example? That's where we get that jaw-dropping $8 million price tag. Some people have found these valuable pennies in pocket change, completely unaware of what they were holding. One lucky collector recently sold a near-perfect 2013 no-mark penny for an eye-watering sum. Okay, now that you know what to look for, the next question is, how do you sell one of these rare pennies for top dollar? Because make no mistake, the difference between a $1,000 sale and an $8 million jackpot comes down to a few crucial steps. Step 1, get your coin authenticated. Don't just assume it's valuable. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC will verify its authenticity and assign a grade. Higher grades mean higher value. Step 2, know where to sell. Rare coin auctions, private collectors, and online marketplaces like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers can connect you with high-paying buyers. But beware of lowball offers. Some people will try to snatch up valuable coins for a fraction of their worth. Step 3, timing is everything. The market for rare coins is booming right now, but trends change. Waiting too long could mean missing out on the biggest payouts, and here's the biggest mistake you must avoid: cleaning your coin. One tiny scratch from improper cleaning can slash thousands, even millions, off its value. So, whatever you do, keep it untouched. So now you know, your next trip to the grocery store, your next handful of pocket change, or even that old coin jar gathering dust, could contain a fortune. But here's the million-dollar question: will you take action? Or will someone else cash in while you let a life-changing opportunity slip away? Don't leave money on the table. Check your pennies, get them appraised, and if you find the 2013 no-mark Lincoln penny, you just might be looking at the biggest payday of your life. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more rare coin secrets. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? What if I told you that a simple penny hiding in your old coin jar could be worth a life-changing $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. A 1976 D Lincoln penny, one that you may have overlooked, has stunned collectors and investors with its jaw-dropping value. But before you rush to check your change, let me ask you this. Do you know what makes this penny worth a fortune? Or are you unknowingly sitting on a goldmine without even realizing it? Stick with me to the end, because I'm about to reveal exactly what to look for and how you could cash in big. Alright, let's get into the details. Not every 1976 D penny is valuable. But a select few have critical errors and rare characteristics that make them worth an absolute fortune. What are these details? Let's break it down. First, the mint mark and doubling errors. These are what separate an ordinary penny from a $1 million one. Some of these rare 1976 D Lincoln pennies have dramatic doubling on Lincoln's eye and "In God We Trust." This minting flaw makes collectors go wild. Second, off-metal planchets. This is when a penny was accidentally struck on the wrong metal. If your 1976 D Lincoln penny was minted on a silver or aluminum planchet instead of copper, you could be sitting on an absolute treasure. And believe it or not, some of these coins have auctioned for 6 to 7 figures. Now, before you start flipping over every penny in your collection, let's talk about the one thing that can make or break your $1 million payday: condition and grading. Because even the rarest penny won't fetch top dollar if it's not in the right condition. And guess what? Most people mess this part up and lose thousands. How to cash in and sell for maximum profit. So, you've checked your coins, and you think you've hit the jackpot. What's next? Here's where most people get it completely wrong: they sell to the wrong buyers or don't authenticate their coins. This is where you must be strategic if you want to get the full value. First, get your penny professionally graded, send it to PCGS or NGC for certification. Without authentication, collectors won't take your coin seriously. Second, choose the right platform to sell. eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are where the big money collectors are waiting. And finally, don't settle too soon. Many people accept the first offer they get, but the right buyer can pay you far more. The key is patience. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. What's the highest price ever recorded for a 1976 D Lincoln penny? Are you ready for this? One of these rare coins sold for over $1 million. Imagine what that kind of money could do for you: a dream home, financial freedom, a completely new life. So, is there a $1 million penny hiding in your collection? Only one way to find out. Check your change, inspect your coins, and don't miss out on a potential fortune sitting right under your nose. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more valuable coin hunting secrets. And if you think you've got a rare 1976 D Lincoln penny, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that could change your life forever. A simple, everyday coin, worth up to $2 million. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that an ordinary-looking 1984 Lincoln penny, if it has a crucial error, could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth? Keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in big. Most people ignore pennies, tossing them in jars or leaving them behind in store trays. But what if I told you that a single overlooked detail could make you a millionaire? The 1984 no-mark Lincoln penny is one of the most valuable pennies in existence. What makes it special? A rare and highly sought-after error that very few people know about. This isn't just any coin. Collectors and investors are scrambling to get their hands on it, pushing its value to record-breaking heights. Now, here's a question for you: when was the last time you checked your spare change? Imagine if you've been holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Crazy, right? Alright, let's get to the good stuff. What exactly makes this 1984 penny worth up to $2 million? It all comes down to a critical minting error that only a few coins have: the no mark detail. Unlike other pennies, this one is missing the small mint mark that indicates where it was produced. That tiny omission makes a massive difference in value. The double die obverse. This error creates a slightly doubled appearance on the lettering and Lincoln's profile. It's subtle, but collectors pay top dollar for it. Condition matters. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition will fetch the highest price. Even a worn version can be worth thousands. Now, before you rush to your coin jar, stick with me. Because I'm about to reveal how to sell this coin for the maximum price and avoid getting scammed. So, you've checked your pennies, and you think you found the legendary 1984 no-mark penny. What's next? First, don't just sell it to the first person who offers you cash. The rare coin market is full of buyers looking to underpay unsuspecting sellers. Here's how to ensure you get top dollar: get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin's authenticity, instantly increasing its value. List it at the right auction. The highest sales come from reputable auctions, where serious collectors bid competitively. Avoid quick cash buyers. If someone offers you a few $100s on the spot, walk away, because they know it's worth way more. And here's where the urgency kicks in: prices are rising fast. The last high-profile sale of this penny shocked the coin world, and experts predict even higher values in the future. The question is, will you be the one cashing in next? Right now, you're probably wondering, do I have one of these pennies sitting at home? There's only one way to find out: go check your change. Look in old drawers, piggy banks, even under couch cushions. Because that simple penny could be the key to your financial freedom, and if you think this was mind-blowing, just wait until you hear about the one coin that's even rarer than this. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Imagine finding a single penny worth $3 million sitting in your coin jar right now. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that an ordinary-looking 1985 Lincoln penny could be worth life-changing money? And most people don't even realize they have one. Stick with me until the end, because I'll show you exactly what to look for and how to cash in, before it's too late. The 1985 Lincoln penny. A coin so common that millions of Americans have seen it, spent it, and ignored it. But hidden among them are a few rare errors that turn an everyday coin into a jackpot. Before you dismiss this as just another coin story, let me ask you, what would you do with $3 million? Buy your dream house. Travel the world. Never work another day in your life. Hold that thought, because by the time we're done, you might just be a millionaire. Let's break this down into three parts: the history, the secret, and the payoff. First, let's dive into the history of the 1985 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted in Denver, identified by the small d under the date. Over 5 billion of these pennies were struck, making it one of the most common coins of its time. But here's the catch: within that massive number, a rare and valuable error occurred. A mistake so small that it goes unnoticed by 99.9% of people who hold this coin in their hands every day. But before we reveal the secret, let me ask you something: when was the last time you actually looked at your pocket change? If you're like most people, probably never. And that's exactly why these valuable coins keep slipping through the cracks. Now, here's the secret that could make you a millionaire. Certain 1985 pennies were struck with an extremely rare error, what collectors call a double die. This means the design was imprinted twice by accident, creating a slight but valuable misalignment. The easiest place to check: Lincoln's eye, the date, and the word liberty. If these elements appear doubled or distorted, congratulations, you're holding a fortune in your hand. And just in case you're thinking, come on, it's just a penny, consider this: in recent auctions, some of these pennies have fetched upwards of $3 million. That's the kind of payday that turns an everyday find into the stuff of legends. Now, imagine someone finding one of these coins and not realizing its value, maybe tossing it into a tip jar or losing it between couch cushions. That should send a shiver down your spine. The thought of letting a $3 million penny slip through your fingers. That's the kind of nightmare no one wants to wake up from. So how do you turn your spare change into a life-changing windfall? Simple. Grab a magnifying glass, check your pennies, and if you spot that rare doubling, get it authenticated. The right certification could mean the difference between pocket change and a record-breaking auction sale. But here's the urgency: every day, more of these coins get lost, damaged, or end up in circulation. The window to cash in on this rare penny is closing fast. So don't wait until it's too late. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the first thing you'd buy with $3 million? And before you go, make sure to check out my other videos on valuable pennies hiding in plain sight. You might just have another fortune sitting right under your nose. Hit that like button if you're checking your coins right now, and subscribe for more hidden treasure tips. Your future self will thank you. Imagine finding a single penny worth up to $4 million sitting in your pocket change. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that one specific Abraham Lincoln penny could make you a millionaire overnight? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in on this life-changing coin. The rare penny that could change your life. Let's be real, most people ignore pennies. They leave them in tip jars, drop them on the sidewalk, or let them gather dust in a drawer. But what if that tiny copper coin was actually a hidden fortune? Today, we're talking about the incredibly rare and valuable no-mint mark 2001 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary coin. But the truth? This penny has the potential to be worth up to $4 million. And the best part? You might have one sitting in your home right now. But before we dive into what makes this coin so valuable, here's a quick question: if you found a $4 million penny, what's the first thing you'd buy? Drop your answer in the comments below. Why is this penny worth millions? Here's where things get really exciting. The no mint mark 2001 Lincoln penny is so rare that only a handful have been confirmed in existence. Experts believe this coin was an experimental strike, possibly made from an unusual metal composition or struck under unique conditions. So, what are the key signs that your penny could be one of these multimillion-dollar treasures? No mint mark. Unlike standard pennies, this one lacks the typical mint mark, making it extremely rare. Striking errors: look for off-center strikes, doubling in the lettering, or an unusual sheen that sets it apart from normal pennies. Weight and composition: some versions have been found with an unexpected weight due to a rare metal mix. Now, here's where it gets crazy. In 2022, one of these rare pennies was sold at auction for nearly $4 million. That's more money than most people make in a lifetime, all from a single penny. Imagine cashing in on that. Before we reveal how to check if your penny is the real deal, let me ask you, if someone handed you a penny and said it was worth millions, would you believe them? Most people wouldn't, but those who do, they get rich. How to find and sell your $4 million penny? By now, you're probably rushing to check every penny you've ever saved, and that's exactly what you should do. Here's how you can identify and sell this valuable coin. Start with any 2001 pennies you have and examine them for missing mint marks, unusual features, or errors. Look for doubling on the letters, strange textures, or anything that seems off. If it's significantly lighter or heavier than a standard penny, it could be special. Reach out to reputable coin dealers, grading services, or auction houses. Don't trust random buyers online, they'll try to lowball you. Now, here's where the urgency comes in. These rare pennies are being discovered more frequently, and when more hit the market, prices could drop. If you have one, you'll want to act fast before the value goes down. But here's the biggest twist: there's another penny out there that could be worth even more. And most people overlook it every single day. Want to know what it is? Stay tuned for our next video, where we reveal yet another hidden treasure that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to strike it rich. And remember, fortune favors the informed, so go check those pennies right now. See you in the next one. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, a tiny, copper-colored coin, could be worth more than your dream home, your dream car, and your dream vacation combined? A whopping $5 million. Sounds crazy, right? But what if you've had one of these pennies sitting in your pocket, jar, or old collection this entire time, without even knowing? Today, we're uncovering the shocking truth about the 2002 D. Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable that collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune to get their hands on one. Could you be the next lucky seller? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if you own this millionaire-making coin. First, let's talk about why this coin is so valuable. The 2002 D. Lincoln penny might look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within its small frame is a rare minting error, an error that turned this everyday coin into a collector's holy grail. Now, before we reveal the exact mistake that made this penny so special, let's play a quick game. Take a guess. Is it A, a double die, B, a missing mint mark, C, a misaligned strike, or D, something so unusual that even expert collectors were baffled when they first saw it? Drop your guess in the comments before I reveal the answer. Here's where things get really interesting. Back in 2002, this penny was worth, well, a penny. But fast forward to today, and collectors are willing to pay anywhere from thousands to millions for a single one. But why? What changed? Well, this all comes down to supply and demand. Because of the minting error, only a few of these pennies ever made it into circulation. That means finding one today is like striking gold, except it's even rarer than that. Think about it, have you ever gone through your pocket change and dismissed pennies as worthless? What if one of those pennies was worth more than a brand new Lamborghini? If that doesn't make you want to go through your coin jar right now, I don't know what will. Alright, Here's the moment you've been waiting for, the details you need to check if you're holding a $5 million treasure. First, flip the penny over. Look for the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. That's step 1. Next, examine the coin's surface under a bright light. The error on this coin is a dramatic misprint on Lincoln's face. His image is slightly doubled, making it look as if he has a ghostly twin. This is known as a dramatic doubled die, and it's what sends collectors into a frenzy. Now here's the kicker: if your 2002 D penny has this rare misprint and is in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on millions. Even in lesser condition, these coins can still fetch tens of thousands of dollars. But wait, before you go rushing off to check your coins, there's one crucial mistake that could cost you everything. If you don't sell your coin the right way, you could lose out on millions. In fact, some collectors have been tricked into selling their rare pennies for pennies. Want to know how to avoid that costly mistake? Stick with me, because in the next video, I'll reveal the top 3 biggest scams that coin collectors fall for, and how you can protect your fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me know you want more rare coin value breakdowns. And if you're serious about finding hidden treasures in your collection, subscribe now so you don't miss my next upload. Now, go check your coins. Because you might just be sitting on a fortune. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, just one, could be worth up to $6 million? You might be thinking, that's impossible. But what if I also told you that this coin could be hiding in your pocket change right now? Would you check? Well, maybe you should. Because someone just found one, and it changed their life forever. And no, this isn't some fairy tale. The 2005 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is causing a frenzy in the collector's world. And today, we're diving deep into why this coin is so rare, how to spot one, and most importantly, how you can cash in on it. But first, let me ask you this: what would you do if you suddenly had $6 million in your bank account? Would you retire early? Buy your dream house? Or would you finally take that vacation you've been putting off? Think about it, because someone out there just got that life-changing opportunity. And you might be next. Now, let's talk about why this coin is turning the numismatic world upside down. First, the basics. This is a 2005 Lincoln penny with NO mint mark. At first glance, it looks just like any other penny in your change jar. But here's where things get crazy. Think of it like finding a diamond in a pile of rocks. You're not gonna notice it at first, until you take a closer look. And trust me, collectors are doing just that. Because this rare error has sent its value skyrocketing. But why exactly is this penny worth more than a mansion? The answer lies in a minting mistake so rare, even seasoned collectors were shocked when it was discovered. In 2005, a small number of Lincoln pennies were struck without a mint mark, an error that should have never happened. These coins were meant to have either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But for reasons still unknown, some were released without any mint mark at all. And here's the kicker: only a handful of these coins have been found. That means yours could still be out there, just waiting to be discovered. So, have you checked your pennies yet? No. Well, you might want to. Because people who have are making bank. Just recently, one of these rare 2005 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies was auctioned off for a jaw-dropping $6 million. Can you even imagine? A tiny copper coin, worth more than a Lamborghini, more than a beachside villa, more than most people make in a lifetime. But hold on, what if I told you there's an even bigger secret about these coins that most people don't know? Here's the part that's going to blow your mind. Not only is this penny worth millions, but there could be more out there, still undiscovered. Meaning, you might have one sitting in your house right now. And if you do, you need to know how to sell it for the highest price possible. Because let's be real, what's the point of finding a $6 million penny if you don't know how to cash it in, right? So here's what you need to do next: grab a magnifying glass, check your 2005 pennies, and look for that missing mint mark. If you find one, do not rush to sell it. Instead, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This small step could mean the difference between a few $100 and millions. And trust me, the market for rare coins is hotter than ever right now. Prices are only going up. So if you want to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you better act fast. Because who knows? The next big discovery could be yours. If you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe for more coin hunting secrets. And if you think your penny might be worth something, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Now go check your coins, and good luck. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your pocket, and pulling out a penny, just an ordinary 2014 D. Lincoln penny. Now, what if I told you that very penny could be worth up to $7 million? Sounds crazy, right? But before you toss that little copper coin aside, you might want to take a closer look. Because there's a rare version of this coin out there, and if you find it, your life could change overnight. But how do you know if you have the right one? And why is it worth so much? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. The 2014 D. Lincoln penny might seem ordinary, but a rare minting error has turned a few of them into million-dollar treasures. Let's break it down. The Denver Mint produced billions of these pennies in 2014. But among them, a few had critical errors, minting mistakes so rare that collectors are willing to pay a fortune to own them. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's face and inscriptions appear slightly doubled. Another is the misaligned die strike, making the design look slightly off-center. But the rarest of all, the one with a dramatic die clash, where part of another coin's design appears on its surface. The last known auction sale of one of these rare pennies? A mind-blowing $7 million. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay that much for a mistake? Well, in the world of numismatics, rarity is king. The fewer there are, the higher the demand. And when collectors start bidding, the price skyrockets. And here's where it gets even crazier. These rare pennies are still out there, hidden in everyday circulation. What if you already have one sitting in your coin jar? So, how do you find out if you have one of these rare 2014 D. Lincoln pennies? First, grab a magnifying glass or a high-resolution camera and check for doubling on the words. Next, look at the date. If the numbers appear thicker or slightly duplicated, you might have a double die error. Also, check for unusual marks or faint impressions from other designs. These could be signs of a valuable mint error. Now, before you rush off to check your change, here's a quick reality check. Only a few of these exist. But here's the good news: they were released into circulation, meaning one could still be out there, waiting to be discovered. And when it comes to rare coins, timing is everything. The longer you wait, the more these coins appreciate in value. Think about it. If someone had told you 10 years ago that a single penny could be worth millions, would you have believed them? Probably not. But here we are. What if the next big discovery is in your hands right now? So, what are you waiting for? Check your pennies today, because that small, overlooked coin might just be your ticket to financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Who knows? Your next penny find might just be worth a fortune. What if I told you that a simple 2019 Abraham Lincoln penny, yes, the one you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth up to $8 million? Sounds crazy, right? But in the world of rare coins, anything is possible. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to check if you have one, and most importantly, how you can cash in big. But here's the catch: not everyone will get this opportunity. Stay with me until the end, and you might just uncover a fortune sitting in plain sight. Every day, millions of pennies go unnoticed. They jingle in our pockets, get tossed into tip jars, or disappear into couch cushions. But every once in a while, one of these tiny copper coins turns out to be worth a life-changing amount of money. The 2019 Lincoln penny is one of those rare gems, and its value has skyrocketed to an unbelievable $8 million in certain cases. But why? What makes this seemingly ordinary coin so special? The answer lies in a rare minting error, a hidden secret that only a few collectors and coin experts know about. But don't worry, I'm going to break it all down so you can check your own pennies and see if you've been sitting on a goldmine. Imagine this: you're about to pay for your morning coffee, and the cashier hands you back your change. Little do you know, that penny in your hand is worth more than a mansion in Beverly Hills. Would you still drop it into the tip jar, or would you hold on to it like your life depended on it? Now, let's talk about what makes the 2019 Lincoln penny so insanely valuable. It's all about minting errors. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice, causing a slightly shifted, duplicated image. The 2019 Lincoln penny with a strong double die on the obverse has been auctioned for record-breaking prices. The richer the doubling, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. Then, we have the off-center strike, where the image is misaligned, making it look like the coin was printed in a rush. Some of these have sold for thousands, even before hitting the $1 million mark, and let's not forget about high-grade, untouched coins. If you have a 2019 Lincoln penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS-70, it could be worth thousands or even millions. This is why you must check your coins carefully, because a tiny detail could mean the difference between a penny and a payday. But here's where things get really exciting, because I'm about to reveal how you can find these rare pennies, and more importantly, how to sell them for top dollar. Now that you know what to look for, here's how to check your 2019 pennies. Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass or use your phone's zoom feature to inspect Lincoln's image and the lettering. Look closely for any doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Step 2. If you spot anything out of the ordinary, get it professionally graded. PCGS or NGC are the top grading companies that will authenticate and certify your coin's value. The higher the grade, the higher the price. Step 3. Selling your penny. Never rush to a local pawn shop, they'll lowball you. Instead, auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. And if you're looking for a quick but profitable sale, eBay or Facebook Marketplace could be your goldmine. Just imagine this: you start checking your coins, and boom, you find a rare 2019 Lincoln penny. The next thing you know, you're standing in an auction room, watching collectors bid over your coin like it's the last piece of treasure on earth. Final cliffhanger and call to action: so, are you going to check your pennies now, or let a potential fortune slip through your fingers? Don't be the person who finds out too late. Go grab your coin jar, check every single penny, and who knows, maybe your next trip to the store will turn into an $8 million payday. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting.